Of course they were elevated these days to godlike status by modern environmental thinking. Cyclists are propelled from place to place on a wave of self-righteousness and a pious belief that they're the new knights of the road. 5 days later, near the south coast, the same thing happened again. Only this time it was a lone cyclist, his gnarled and nutbrown thighs beating out a Victorian rhythm as he crawled slowly up the hill, proud that behind his wizened, Lycra-clad buttocks there was a queue of cars stretching halfway to Dover. Then in London, we have hundreds of them, ignoring the new multi-million-pound cycle lane on the Embankment so they can make a nuisance of themselves on the main carriageway. There was a time when you could take these morons to task. You could shake your fist and shout and point out that it's absurd for a fully grown adult to be playing in public on what is a kid's toy. But not anymore. Today they all wear helmet cameras to record your rage. Then, when they get home, they upload it to YouTube and you're made to look like a short-tempered fool. Which brings me to the BBC radio presenter and keen cyclist, Jeremy Vine, who this week uploaded some footage of a woman who'd become frustrated with his slow progress through Kensington, West London. In it, he can be seen cycling down the middle of the road, deliberately blocking the cars in his wake. And when one gets too close he stops, still in the middle of the road, so he can record the woman driver's foul-mouthed tirade. The message is clear: he's been verbally assaulted while on a noble quest to save the polar bear. But hang on a minute, Vine, how did you know that the woman in the car behind wasn't rushing to see her injured child in hospital? How did you know there wasn't a pregnant girl on the backseat who was about to give birth? Can you imagine how frustrating it would be to be stuck behind a sanctimonious cyclist when you really are in a genuine, tearing hurry? Vine says he was cycling in the middle of the road because that way he's unlikely to be hit by people opening their car doors without looking. Really? Because if safety is your #1 priority, why are you wearing a helmet festooned with GoPros? Are you not aware that it was, in all probability, a camera attached to Michael Schumacher's helmet that caused his terrible head injuries? In fact, if safety is your #1 priority, why are you on a bicycle in the first place? Of course, it is not illegal to cycle slowly down the middle of a narrow street, but it is selfish and annoying for everyone else. How would he like it? I wonder, if I followed him around for a month, blowing gently on the back of his ears. That's not illegal either, but after a few days I'm sure he'd turn round and have a strong word. I may try it. This story first appeared on The Sun News.com. Our privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature.